Tell us about receiving your mission call.
It was a weekend. I want to say that it was in January, and I was in Logan visiting Bonnie, and Mom and Dad called, and they read to me over the phone where I was going.
And what was your
Well,
thoughts?
I told you how much I had thought of Denmark from the trip when we were there in Germany, so I was totally stoked. I'd always figured I was going on a mission, no question about that. The fact I was leaving in March, yeah, it would have been January. The reason I'm hesitating, I'm thinking, why did I go from Provo to Logan? But semesters didn't end till the end of January. So I was still finishing my first semester of college. So I was up there visiting. But I'd always wanted to go. I knew I wasn't going to second semester. 30 months seemed kind of cool at the time. Sunday, we had church in the Iron Science Center, so we were in those big pits. I think Rex Carlson and I were sitting there, and it was Sunday school, and she was playing the piano. It would have been, I had been home from my mission for a year, so it was the second year, starting of the second year, and of course you went to your ward and you thought, okay, who are the new girls going to be, and you're looking around. So that was my first recollection of her. Then I saw her in one of the buildings within a week or so, and then we were asked to sing in some kind of a quartet for Mutual.
We met in October 22nd. I had been asked to sing in a quartet for Mutual, and so we were to practice, and he was in the quartet. And he was introducing me to everyone, and I didn't even know him. So I thought, oh, okay. He had seen me because I played the piano in Sunday school, but I hadn't really seen him. Then I think after Mutual that night, he took me home, which wasn't very far, and he had a yellow Mercury Comet, two-door, big fins on the back.
What was your initial impression of him?
He was tall and handsome. That was my initial impression.
The first date was a blind date. As far as she was concerned, I knew who it was. And it was to a football game. So it was on a Saturday.
Oh, this blind date she set me up with, and I thought, okay, I'll do it. And I said, with my luck, he'll show up in cowboy boots and Levi's.
That's exactly what I showed up in. Levi's and cowboy boots.
Oh, I think it was a Saturday anyway. He came to the door and it was Ralph. And she knew it was him, but I didn't know it was him. And he had Levi's and cowboy boots on. But I didn't care because I liked him, so.
And that date was
I think that was the football game.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure Dad was wondering what was going on. I called him and asked him about, told him I'd met a girl and I was dating. Then I called the next day or 2 days later and said I wanted to bring her home for Thanksgiving. And then I called him the next day or a day after that and asked him about engagement rings. So I went down and I picked out one that I thought was cool. took her some roses. I'd learned she liked roses. Gave it to her at the door.
He came to the dorm door, and he had some flowers in his hand. I said, "Oh, how pretty." And I thought, we're going to Salt Lake, so I'll just stick them in the fridge so they'll stay nice while we're gone.
It isn't working out quite like I wanted. So I said, "No, I think you need to, there's something special about that flower or something."
And he looked at me, he says, "Aren't you going to open them?" "Oh, okay." So when I started to open them...
So they were flowers in a box?
No, in a wrapped cellophane.
Okay, all right.
And he had hung a ring on one of the stems. And I saw it, and I was not expecting it that soon. So